EPO3 is supported by Timber King Sawmills. For more information on my 1220 CRZ mill, or one of many Foley hydraulic options, go to timberking.com. That is one big pile of chips. Some of them are ruffles. Most of them are like the crunched up stuff at the bottom of the bag. There might be a Pringle or two in there. But it's all the same when you drive on it. It is about to storm tonight. We're supposed to get like 2 inches of rain, and I'm not looking forward to that. But I wanted to, oh yeah, we got another small pile right there. I had the chute facing that way until the wind blew all the dust at us. But I wanted to get these chips chipped. I wanted to get this stuff chipped before the rain. That way I can scoop it up and put it in areas that need it after the rain. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and we've had a few kind of sort of rainy and very rainy, miserable days. I think we got 2 inches of rain one night. So we've got a lot going on this morning. I just slipped on the pipe for the 2 downspouts up here just to get the water that way right before that 2-inch washout, and it helped quite a bit up here. I can tell this stuff's drying out faster than it has previously, and that's no longer washing away, which is good. Of course, these can't stay here. I originally wanted to rent an excavator to pull these out, but my buddy Nathan let me borrow this dude right here. It's an old-timey, well, I think you call it a middle buster. And if I can do that 2 or 3 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many times, how many passes, but if I can get a trench deep enough to put both of those pipes underground, that is way cheaper than renting an excavator. I also have this trailer on here. I've not taken it off yet. I can air up the tires and hopefully just get it off by hand, but I need to get all this off. Oh, and I actually did buy a jack to put on here. I just haven't out of sight, out of mind. I haven't put it on there yet, but I gotta get this off because I need to clear the trailer, because I need the trailer to go over Mr. Jack's place again and get a bunch of logs and whatever else he wants to load up for me. He's got a mini excavator and a skid steer on site, skid steer with a grapple. So he's gonna load up some stuff, and I'm gonna bring my chainsaws and all that. But before we get to Mr. Jack's today, we gotta swing by the bank of all places, and I don't want to say the L word, but I'm going to say it. We're going to get a loan. Oh, the L word. But there's a little bit of method to the madness here. We're basically going to, again, transfer equity. We could sell the camper and more than fund the apartment build. But if we sell the camper, then we don't have a place to live while the apartment is being built. So, order of operations, we're going to get a small personal loan to more than take care of the cost of the apartment, which we could do the apartment right now, but it would wipe out our emergency fund, which I've lived long enough to know that the emergency fund is there for a reason, and it's going to stay there for a reason. This is not an emergency to get this apartment done. So instead, we're going to get a small personal loan, get the apartment and a good wood burning heater installed in the shop, get all of that done, and then list the camper for sale. And the value of the camper should more than pay off that small personal loan. So we may lose a little bit of money on interest, but we're going to the interest lost is essentially the cost of accelerating this process to get the apartment done before the cold of winter sets in. Now, I originally wanted to get this apartment done. We originally wanted to get this done in early spring. Here it is, super late fall, beginning of winter. But you know, with this big lifestyle change and property change, it's, you know, it's kind of a wake-up call of, you know, money goes out in all kinds of different directions, and this little thing required some money, and that little thing requires some money, and this little thing happened, and you know, you get the idea, right? So it completely delayed our process for getting the apartment done. But I think we have a good strategy to get it done before winter and still be relatively responsible with it. We're not going to lose a tremendous amount in the 3, 4, maybe even 5 months of carrying this loan until the camper sells. But I do think that is the cost of doing business, right? The cost of getting this accelerated. It's worth it, in my opinion. So after that, like I said, we're going to Jack's. Now, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I'm not going to be doing any physical work tomorrow. I'll be doing a lot of editing. But Friday, we're going to go back to Jack's and hopefully get some more stuff. The original plan was just Friday only, but an opportunity popped up today. So I'm going to double dip a little bit and put some miles on my trailer. My chain keeps popping off, so I don't know what's going on, but it's getting annoying. I've got a messed up drag on here. This chain is toast, babe. I think we're done. Definitely done for the day. I've never had this happen before. I've got a rivet right here, and the heel of the link right here is seized up in the wrong direction. So it needs to curve down like this. Well, it doesn't need to curve at all. It needs to pivot, and the curved direction is down. It's seized up in the wrong direction, so there's a problem. But where are these drive links? Where did they go? Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this chain is toast, which sucks because there's a lot of life left on it still. Anyway, this chain is toast, and let's see, I'm in the shadow now, so I'm probably not going to be able to see it all. The sprocket looks mildly worn. I've seen worse. But we'll probably put a new sprocket on here when I swap out for a new chain. In the meantime, that's all the cutting we can do. I still got a little bit more already cut up that we can toss on here. Well, I don't know. Jamie's been a mule over here just working me to death. My goodness. Slow down so I can take a breather, huh? Oh, Jamie there's no quit in her. She's just nonstop. Anyway, we've got a lot more material here, and he had a mini skid steer. Well, it's right there with a grapple bucket grapple on it, and he loaded up 3 large logs for us. And this one on top is quite possibly a saw log still. It's exactly 8 feet long, but that's a big one. And then another big log right here that I'm probably just going to use for firewood. And then that zebra log or giraffe log that I showed the other day, that one's over there too. So a lot of A lot of good usable material, a bunch of firewood, and we have a bunch of space on the front. I hope we're not tail heavy here, because I only brought one chainsaw with me. The other two are really dull, so that kind of sucks that we've got a gap up here, and may have to shift some of this over here to up front so we can haul it better. We'll see. Alright, all that should ride. Nothing looks like it's going to bounce out. All this looks like it'll ride just fine and not bounce out. I've got some calories to burn cutting all this stuff, and you know what, that might be good after Thanksgiving tomorrow. There's the original pallet from that first load we split. All this extra that I got is red oak, so it should split pretty easily. And I stacked these kind of precariously, not the best as far as like storage, but leaving them up like this makes it a little bit easier for me to cut. They'll fall and collapse on themselves, that's fine. But that way I can cut them all the way through without digging into the ground. And then also, speaking of ground, our compost over here, I scraped it up and turned it, and this is just, it's turning black. Our red clay soil is turning black, which is fantastic. And that's where the majority of the stuff is that we've turned a couple times. I can stick my hand in there and it feels nice and warm, so I know it's doing its thing. And that is a good start for next year. We still have some more leftover rotting hay, and that'll be incorporated as well. I got to get the netting out of it though. But yeah, good stuff, good progress for today. The trailer is empty, which is what we want, so we can go get some more. Oh man, whenever we really want to. The wind is brutal today. I will work on that another day. I just sharpened the Proyama and we're going back. load number 2 for today. And Jamie's been cracking the whip at me, keeping me going. So
you didn't want to come back for load number 2.
Yeah, I didn't want to come back for load number 2. Well, I mean, it's not that I didn't want to, I just didn't think it was in the cards. And then Jamie said, "You ready? Let's go." And I thought, gosh, I love you. So we came back and we got another load of firewood. That didn't last long. I said that didn't last long.
I understand. Like, I was using it out there at first, and I was like, okay, I'm hot now. So come on. Yeah. So good as it gets right now. I'm tired.
Let's see.
It's a lot of wood.
That took us, how long did that take? 8 minutes and 3 seconds.